Why is it so hard to run? Why do we fail to find motivation to run, even though we know it's great for the heart? Running can be our best friend, or it could be our worst nightmare. I'm personally a data guy, so I've decided to download a running app to kind of measure my runs. You know, it has all the basic features like a GPS, a timer, calories burned. You know, one way to motivate myself. What if there's another way to motivate yourself? See, I've always been a runner, right? Like, I'll show you guys. This was a photo of me when I finished my half marathon back in 2011. Here are my ribbons. I know 5th place is not great, but I'll take it. Here are some of my medals that I've done. Triathlons, marathons, all these things. I've been running for about 12 years now, and I love running, but I think what happens is that when you start to compete less and less in races, your motivation to try to train hard also goes down, and your motivation to run in general goes down over the years. But I just had this epiphany, which is that every run I've done in the past, I've tracked through a GPS, which means that every time I've run, it kind of leaves a trail, kind of a line of where I ran. And I didn't really think much about this until I started looking at other people's running trails, and I realized something, which is, this is art. This is unintentional art that no one is realizing, and an opportunity for me. First step, we have to find a town in Connecticut that has a grid-like structure. I'll explain why. See, the problem here is that most streets in my town have twists and turns and roundabouts, which would make it really difficult to draw something. If you had streets that were designed like a grid, something that you would see in New York City, then it would be easier to draw something and have more creative freedom. Right, this doesn't work. This is too complicated. Not enough streets. This is like only land, can't do much with that. Hold on. Yeah. I think I found one.
So you might be asking yourself, why am I doing this? Why go through great lengths and the time to create artwork through a running app? I mean, like, why not? So I guess one of the perks about doing this is that, you know, I've never been to this part of town ever in my life, so that's a plus. I guess one of the biggest fears I have is neighborhoods are always, suburban people are always a little more scared when they see a person with a camera, so we'll figure that part out. Hopefully I find a parking spot. The neighborhood that has a grid-like structure is like right there. It's about a quarter mile away, so I'm gonna have to run there.
Yeah, I decided not to bring my camera because a lot of people would probably freak out for having a DSLR, so I decided to film with my phone.
All right, I think the biggest struggle I'm having right now is first filming while I'm running. That's a challenge in itself, but I think the biggest struggle is like kind of remembering the streets I'm supposed to go on.
Because when you're creating art with running, you have to have 2 streets ahead in your head. So you need to know the name of the streets, where to turn, what direction to go.
I have no idea why I decided to do this video of running outside in the wintertime. It is cold.
I mean, I think one of the biggest challenges, of running in January, and I think why so many people fail at New Year resolutions when their resolution is running, is that they start running in the coldest part of the year. If you live in the cold parts of the world,
am I going the right way?
You're going to be constantly stopping and going to take a look at where you're, making sure that your drawing is right.
You know, when I measured this run out, actually, it was supposed to only be 3 miles long. Something really short, something really doable, except it's turning into a, that's fine. It's just that I'm going really slow because I need to make sure I'm going the right way. So my pace is really slow, but
as a runner, as someone who loves working out, and just in general, I think majority of the people in society, I think we just wake up wanting to get the task done for the day instead of actually just challenging ourselves and being able to be creative and have fun with it.
There it is, I see the last turn. The last turn of this art design. I think you guys are gonna like it.
And that was my symbol, 2019, because the moment you're watching this, that means that it's been a week into the new year. And that also means that majority of the people who had these resolutions, that had these goals, are starting to find that the realities of them are way more difficult than actually doing them. So people are quitting. I think ultimately the goal for us and the resolution of every year has to be that we want to make things fun. Whatever that goal is, we need to make that goal fun. If you're not doing that, I think ultimately you're gonna fail anyway. I wish I had a mic, I would drop it right now.